about this evening. 5 years ago, it's not 5 years, God delivered me from death. That death is not I'm on the road very quickly. No, I was in the heat of an hurricane. I've shared the testimony for those of you who do not know. There are a couple of times in my life that I've escaped death. You know, when I was standing there, my wife just touched my hand. Most of you do not know that in my hand here, I have the mark of Christ. Touch me if I bear in my hand. I have a mark in my hand. If you come close to me, but you may not know I have that mark in my hand. I have two specific marks in my body. These are personal. The moment there's one in my hand here. This mark here came when I was exactly 1 year old. Somebody was ironing clothes, and the person left the iron hot and left. I came to the iron. I was watching the person from far. You know, when you iron, you will use your hand to press and use the iron. You use your hand to press the cloth. That was what I saw the person doing. So immediately the person left. I now use my hand. I put the iron. So you know the mark of the iron now. You know it is stamped like that. The iron took my skin, peeled my skin, and I was in the hospital for so many months till today. The mark is still in my hand. If you watch, you see the sign. It's a sign of iron. It's a mark is still there. That was the first. Another event in my life was when I was small. My mother said I used to fall sick. I was in SS. I was AA. So I fall sick. And you know, because they didn't know, they were Catholics. They didn't know the way of many prayer thing and all that. People brought suggestion to them. This, you know, your brother will say this person is abiku. You know what they call abiku? Silbert, you know. So, and then they will carry them to native people, local people. Then they carried me to one woman, and the woman say, this boy. Then they look into my face and gave me mark here, and gave me mark. I think one is whopping off, is the second one that refused to go. But if you don't come close, and according to my mom, I said, when they put the mark, then I wasn't falling sick again. I said, oh. Then this one, I was in the Bahamas. It was an hurricane. And that hurricane is called Hurricane Dowring. You know, the Americans give their hurricane names. There's Hurricane Humor, there's Hurricane Hester, there's Hurricane, they give them everything. But this hurricane